Good morning. Well, it's Tuesday after Labor Day. It's sort of cool and cloudy today, but we've got a lot going on already this morning. I do have the boys with me. They are actually with Grandpa at the moment because it's Grandpa, and why would they want to hang out with me when they can hang out with Grandpa? So he's got them back in the fence row doing some work, picking up rocks and branches and stuff. We'll go check on them in a little bit. I am going to see one of my seed customers right now, actually a couple of them, hopefully. And then we're going to find something else to do later around the farm there. So anyway, good morning. All right, we are back to the farm here. We gotta go find the boys and see how they're doing. So we're gonna run back there with the gator. Somebody washed. Nice. It's all clean. Good work. Well, I don't see them. But Dad's working back here. He's there's a chainsaw. Oh, I just passed tobacco on the road. I didn't think about it, but they're going over to get some straw bales. I'm sure of that. So he is trying to peel stuff back in here, and yeah, you can see the old fence, and there's some fence posts, coil of barbed wire. We got all kinds of stuff, some paneling. So the fence is somewhere right in here where it used to be, but we own this woods now too. Didn't used to, but we do now, up to about where they've started cutting there. And he's just peeling the woods back a little bit. Looks like they're going out in here a little ways. I don't know. Oh, look, Buckeye. How about that? Must be a Buckeye tree around here. All right, a couple of phone calls, and I placed some of the orders that I took this morning from seed customers, so that is good. I got my order placed, so that's good. All of a sudden, my sales look halfway decent on the old Golden Harvest website, so that's good. I called the dealer this morning about this tractor and this track. They are going to send somebody out to look at this, so we're gonna figure that out. We've got alignment issues with our front track there. So I don't know when they're coming, but maybe this afternoon, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I wanted to get this out. This is the hose that they came with the grain cart for tensioning and detensioning the tracks on the cart. I want to see if it will work for the same thing on here, if it has the same ports and hooks up the same stuff, because that would make it so I can do it, which would be good. And I saw Dad come back with a round bale of straw and the boys and the backhoe, so we need to go back there and see how they're doing. Although it's almost lunchtime, I imagine they'll be up pretty quick. Well, this end here, I think, will connect to that port on the track there to tension and detension. However, it's a little different style or setup. There's no valve on this one. It's just got a pressure regulating valve in there, and according to the book on this, you just need an on-off valve, and you hook it to the hydraulics on the tractor and let it do its thing. Whereas with the cart, you hook it up and then you adjust that valve in order to get the pressure right, and there's a pressure gauge on the track itself, where this one doesn't have a pressure gauge, but it has a it's got a gauge, just doesn't, it's not a dial for pressure, it's just green or red. And so if we want to use that, I think we can use the hoses. We just need to get a valve and put it in line and take the pressure one out. So anyway, the dealer will bring theirs, although theirs didn't work very good either. So there they are. What? Just gonna leave for lunch? Okay.
But we're going to eat at Grandma's. And then we're gonna come back here and stay for 2 more hours.
For 2 more hours?
Longer.
Oh my goodness.
Longer.
What have you guys been working on? Oh, Brayson's cutting a tree down.
Yeah, Brayson cut like 4 trees down.
Are you cutting trees down, Brayson?
Yeah, I cut a big tree, but Grandma cut the rest.
Oh, okay. Keep going. Are you getting it?
I'll show you, Dad, what tree he's cutting.
Wow.
He's cutting this one.
Oh my goodness, that's a big one.
And that tree
Well, you're getting it. I see it. Keep going.
That leaning one right there.
That leaning one?
That one.
You did that one?
Cut that one.
Wow.
Grandpa cut it too.
Are you guys?
Path over to the combine.
I see. You got it, bud. Yeah, good job. He carried his tree all the way over there and threw it on the pile. All right, we collected some more Buckeyes.
But if the Buckeyes are poison, then will my hands bleed?
No, only if you eat them. Can't eat them. Anyway, it's lunchtime, so the boys and I are going home for lunch,
Why
okay?
does Grandma like them?
Grandma likes to make decorations out of them, necklaces and stuff. Just had our lunch break, and what do you got?
Buckeyes.
Oh yeah, that kind you can eat, can't you? All right, we're back out here. Dad's gonna cut some big trees down while I have the boys preoccupied. We're going Buckeye hunting
For Grandma.
for Grandma. So we're gonna go on the other side of the woods where we think there's some more Buckeye trees. Well, we found a Buckeye tree. You can tell them because the leaves are starting to...
One fell back down that way.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it. But the leaves are starting to die off on them. But you find these, oh, and there are Buckeyes inside. And I can reach quite a few here. It's a lot of weeds, so the boys are staying in and they're shelling them out. This particular Buckeye tree has a grape problem. We've got wild grapevines growing all over it. Lots of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You open this one, Dad?
Anyway, I can't reach that cluster up there, and I've gotten all the ones that I can reach, so I guess we're done with this tree. We'll go find another one. Oh, look at this tree. Its leaves are gone, and these are smooth shelled. They look different, a different variety of Buckeyes, but they'll be able to get these ones out nice and easy. Look at those.
Yeah, they're so not pokey.
Whoa.
They're just a little bit pokey, but not very
Not
much.
too much.
For
We
that.
found the easy ones to get, and holy cow, are we filling up a bucket.
I want to see.
They're just laying all over the place.
Yeah.
You getting them, boys?
Buckeye trees, thank you.
That's right. Buckeye trees, thank you.
Yeah.
Look at these big mushroom things. I don't know what they are. Puffball? Is that a puffball? Careful there, bub.
Oh, I broke it.
Buckeyes, where are you? Oh, he's shaking a maple tree, trying to get the Buckeyes to fall out of it. Our Buckeye hunt is over. We got 3/4 of a bucket. That's a lot, but we're gonna stop and look at some beans. The boys are sleepy, so we're not gonna spend much time here. But these are the beans that we sprayed with Enlist, and they should not have gotten sprayed with an Enlist. Kinda. They got a real light rate, and it knocked them back, but it didn't kill them. I wanted to come and see, how bad are they? What do they look like? Are there pods on them? Are we gonna have any beans here? Obviously, we've got some thin spots that it's not great, right? But what do they look like when you get out here into the field a little bit? And are there gonna be anything? Obviously, there's a strip here. Those are perfectly fine. Either didn't get sprayed or were different beans, but then you get big open spots like this, and well, that's no good. But this is the area that I'm really interested in. They did make beans. They're actually potted fairly heavily. They're just super thin. But yeah, dang, there's a lot of pods on there. A lot of pods. So not a complete loss. I expect them to be about half of what the other beans are. Fortunately, it was only 15 acres here. It's not a huge amount. But heck, we even got 4 bean pods. Look at that. What a deal. Yeah, not great, but it is what it is. You can see all of these dead ones here. That's from deer running through here. And they step on them and break the stems off. And then they die. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Another interesting thing that we're finding here, I was just walking past and I saw all these little mini volcano mushroom things. Those are what cause white mold in soybeans. You can see here's some fresher ones, but they shoot up and then they erupt their spores up, and if there's any flowers, active flowers, they get in and infect the plants, and then you get white mold. I don't see any white mold in here. It may be a timing issue, but I think we do have some white mold in some other spots. In fact, that's what I was going to check out next. We just haven't made it there yet. How are we doing here at Children's? What should we do?
More Buckeyes.
More Buckeyes. Okay. Well, we're going to have to wait on going to check more beans. Dad's pulling logs out with forks on the 7520, and my mechanic's here to help on this track alignment, so we're figuring this out. Oh man, it's fun to watch. He wanted some loose dirt to run in, so we're just back in this chisel plowed ground. It's nice and loose dirt. Adjustment. You can see in this loose dirt how them tracks, that's not doing it now, but there, the back tracks really will grab some dirt and throw it into the belts there on the inside. That's the lubrication component, where it's using dirt to keep everything from getting sticky and tacky and keep it cool. That's why we add talc when we're on the road, because you don't have that loose dirt. Alright, well, we're heading back up to the shop. He is going to submit a case to John Deere. They're going to go back to the shop and talk about what they need to do and look at and see what the problems could be. But is finding the same thing with adjustment that I was. Basically, it was out of adjustment. When he got there, he recentered everything to start over fresh, kept making adjustments. It didn't bring it back to where centered, where we need it to be, so it's not adjusting properly. And we're going to figure out what the next steps are, I guess. So I lost one of my riders, and the other one fell asleep on me. So we're gonna take it easy for a little bit. We've got to take them to soccer practice this afternoon, or this evening. Well, I went and worked on the computer a little more, trying to get my Borderview Farms website up and running. Little dude's been sleeping here for like an hour. How you doing, bud? Your face is dirty. We gotta go get Rylan. Stay in there. They've moved down here. Cleaning up the edges. Just dragging stuff out in the field so we can push it into a pile and burn it, I guess. Dropped off at soccer practice. And I had said something to you earlier about some white mold in some of our beans. And well, we're coming up to a field where I feel like it's white mold out here. We're going to go take a look. Look at these. Look at this. Can you see all of that out there? That patch up there that they just look off? Yeah, I think it's white mold, but we need to come and investigate. We're starting to get some here. Oh yeah, for sure it's white mold. See it? There it is. Aha. Not good. Not good at all. That plant died. And then when we break the stem open, let me do it, and then yeah. And then when you break the stem open, you get this rot stuff here. Looks like rat turds is what it looks like, but yeah. So we're starting to see some significant patches of that. It's much later than it was last year. Last year we had white mold really bad, and it seems to be sort of small areas. Like this isn't a real big area. There's some more over by the trees over there that I've seen, but yeah, don't like seeing that. I will have to double check our seed treatments and see that these beans were or were not treated with Heads Up. I thought that most all of ours were, but I don't think all of them were. It is possible that these are some of the beans that were not, but yeah. White mold. I figured it was. Had to come verify. One of my errands and stops this morning, I picked up some grass seed for my lawn. They're a seed customer of mine, but they sell grass seed and cover crops and that kind of stuff. And so I had a couple of bags there I picked up. I need to do some measuring to figure out how much grass seed I really need and how many square feet we are talking here. So I've got the measuring wheel. We're going to try and block this stuff off and take some measurements. Well, to the best of my measuring ability with all the angles and stuff that we've got, I have a little over 42,000 square feet, which would be just under an acre, but we're going to call it an acre. So, to seed, I think we've got about an acre here. And I was debating whether I go get some Roundup and kill that triangle and that little bit of stuff that's on this side of the driveway and spray the weeds that are growing down off before I try and reseed it, or if they'll get worked up or not. But could use a little dirt in here yet. That lid can get covered. I want it up to the top of these, and I would really like a flat lid that I can mow right over top of, but we could use a little bit of dirt in here yet, so we might have to do that. We need to pick up some more rocks, it appears. Yeah, so let's go. I think that grass seed said 50 pounds to the acre, which means a bag should do an acre, which would be enough, but we've got double that, so we can seed it a little thick. I think that would be okay, but it means I probably have plenty of seed. Seeding rate, 50 pounds per acre. Ought to be just fine. We'll plant it a little thick. I've also got this stuff. Now, I don't know about this stuff, but we're gonna try it. This is Hydretane is what it is. It is a water retention crystal kind of stuff with a carrier. And my idea here is, all of this dirt that's out here, all of this is on top of sand in leach field. It's going to dry up and be dead grass most of the year, most likely. So I thought, well, maybe I can put some of this stuff down and keep it from drying up. So we're going to try that. It's an experiment. I bought a couple bags of this stuff. I got to remember how heavy to put it on. Turf can be applied to established turf or at the time of seeding, sodding, sprigging. What the heck is sprigging? Recommended rate of application is 120 pounds per acre. I think I have two 40-pound bags. So, not quite enough, but repeat every 3 months as needed. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But we're going to put that on the leach field especially, and we'll spread it around. I don't know, it might help. All right, well, the Border View Farms website is live. It is still under construction, and I'm still making some updates, but if you want to go check it out, link in the description, borderviewfarms.com. And look, we got one piece of drywall up to start. It's very hard to do by yourself, but I've got that drywall lift, and yeah, we got one. So anyway, thanks for watching today. Hit that like and subscribe button. Questions, comments, leave them down below. We'll see you again tomorrow. Brock should be around tomorrow. We're going to start working on irrigation pipe. I've got a few other things that we're going to work on. And yeah, lots going on. So see you guys.